Back with another video, man. We got wrestling flashbacks. We got 10 wrestlers who shockingly quit WWE during the storyline. Y'all want my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers? I have to add one more. I know it's like 4. I'm gonna have to add 5. Well, I'm gonna do it clearly. I'm gonna do it from my time growing up, which is watching wrestling from 2005 to 2010. And then from 2010 to now. That's okay. I'm gonna do my top 5. I got John Cena, always my favorite wrestler. Always. After him, Randy Orton. After him, Triple H. Shawn Michaels. And Undertaker. That was my like growing up, me wrestling growing up, when I was like 8, 9, 10, them was my guys. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Now the underrated people, I would say The Miz, Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, CM Punk ain't overrated. I love CM Punk too though, but it was kind of love and hate relationship with CM Punk. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I hated CM Punk, sometimes I like CM Punk. Who else I like back there? Oh shit! Damn, I'm gonna say that for another video. Cause I love Batista too. I can't even I don't know how I put him in that Mount Rushmore. He gotta be top 10. He gotta be Batista. He gotta be in my top 10. He definitely in my top 10. Like if he would stay with the company long enough, he definitely in my top 10. But let me see. For recent, like during this time, like for the last past 5-10 years, I would say definitely Roman Reigns, of course, the Tribal Chief. Seth Rollins. It's so many other people, man. I can name. Of course, Cody Rhodes, but I would say underrated back in the day. During that time, I would put him in that underrated category from when I was growing up. Because when I was growing up, Cody Rhodes wasn't as big as he is now. I was fucking with Cody Rhodes when he was in Legacy. Y'all wasn't fucking with Cody Rhodes then. So, I put him in that era. There's a couple more other people I fuck with now. Like who I fuck with now is Jey Uso, especially Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody. Damn, who else I fuck with here now? It'll come to me later. But yeah, Drew McIntyre. I forgot about Drew McIntyre. Damn, how the fuck I forget about Drew McIntyre? Bobby Lashley, of course. It's so many wrestlers. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and start the video, but it's crazy that I don't hate. I don't like. I love everybody in wrestling. I can watch wrestling. For those who know me, I say this all the time. I can watch wrestling before I can watch football, basketball, tennis. I'll watch it, but it'd be boring to me. Like, but watching wrestling is a thrill, and it's my happy place. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's my happy place. And the newcomers coming up, I like. This video 10 minutes, 12 minutes, so that's why I'm talking so long. But the newcomers I like coming up is Braun Baker, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov, and what's that big tall dude name? I forgot his name. Damn, what's that tall motherfucker name? He got the North American Championship now on NXT. That big tall motherfucker. That motherfucker a beast, boy. I ain't gonna even lie. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. I supposed to be started that video. When am I motherfucking mom?
For the life on screen, wrestlers are only human. Just like us, they can grow unhappy and burned out in the workplace.
You take my career?
How the fuck did I not think of Jeff Hardy? Y'all, I got a top 10. Like, I'm gonna have to do top 10 when I get done with this video. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do top 10, bro. I'm gonna have to do top 10. I left everybody out that I love.
You try to shit can that didn't work. You don't care about a human being's life.
On top of this, they might have to work to the point where walking away is the only option. For this video, we're highlighting various examples of talent that quit over the years, as we cover 10 wrestlers who walked out on the company. By the summer of 2002, Stone Cold Steve Austin had been fed up of WWE's creative for a while. His character was going around in circles, as old storylines were being rehashed with far less stakes. From being paired with Scott Hall in the middle of the card match at WrestleMania, and then no showing Raw the night after, to the tiresome angle with Ric Flair which had no direction. Steve had requested to work with Eddie Guerrero, and they were set to face off on pay-per-view.
I remember that shit.
So the final straw for Austin creatively came after he was booked to lose a King of the Ring qualifier and with no build against the up-and-coming Brock Lesnar.
Really, that's what we're going to do? Because if we are, ain't coming.
The following week, WWE told their side of the story with a hit-piece-like telling of events on their confidential show.
It always worked that way, but when someone won't sit down with you, they refuse to show up. They've screwed you. He made the biggest mistake of his professional career.
This is where they coined their iconic phrase, Austin took his ball and went home.
He spits in the face of everyone who ever supported him, spits in the face of everyone in the
Let's be honest, Vince McMahon did a lot of dirty shit though.
Meanwhile on Raw, The Rock returned a month early to fire a warning.
Not gonna lie, Vince McMahon, especially all these allegations going around, bro, then fumble so much good talent, it's fucking ridiculous. And if you ain't no wrestling fan, don't come in here talking about wrestling fake. That shit is lame. We know it's scripted, bro. Shut the fuck up. We know wrestling scripted, bro. It's just entertainment. Nigga, you don't watch a motherfucking movie or a TV show and say, oh, that's real. That's fake. Of course it's fake. Dumbass is on TV. NFL is fake too. The Super Bowl, plain as day, showed y'all how fake it is. When Taylor Swift kept banging her ass up there, y'all knew it was fake. Come on now. The winners already be decided on football. If y'all didn't know that already. But, okay.
Anyone else on the roster that was unhappy?
If there's anybody in the back that does not want to be with this company, then just like the slogan says, you get the F out!
In 2003, JR mended fences that allowed Stone Cold to return and finish up his in-ring career at WrestleMania 19.
Sometimes you make decisions you regret. That was one of them, and I own up to it.
After 2 years of great success, Brock Lesnar got his fill of wrestling from the start of 2004. This was mainly due to the grueling travel schedule.
And Brock comes up to me and says, I can't take this anymore. I can't travel overseas all the time. I like to be home. I like to hunt and fish. I was built to be in the ring.
Hey, Brock gotta come back, man. Oh, fuck! Brock Lesnar too!
Yeah.
Lesnar had ambitions.
I gotta throw him in there too! Oh! Man, I love everybody, bro. Fuck it. I love everybody. It's crazy when you love everybody.
I made us.
Collect all your favorite superstars.
Damian Priest.
And the Judgment Day on WWE Super.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Damian Priest too. I fuck with Damian Priest.
That was to Vince right there. That wasn't to the fans. Everybody took that the wrong way.
After a brief stint with the Minnesota Vikings, the WWE tried to prevent Lesnar wrestling in Japan, resulting in a legal battle which Brock won. Lesnar later expressed interest in joining Kurt Angle in TNA. However, the company were unwilling to give Brock a big money contract on the same level as Angle.
He said, hey, what do you make?
I ain't gonna lie. Kurt Angle and TNA was fucking crazy. And I grew up watching Kurt Angle during that time. And brother, y'all, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
And I
If you know, you know, baby.
I'll come. And I approached TNA and they said no.
In 2022, Lesnar was said to have walked out on WWE again, this time during a sit-down show after Vince McMahon was forced to retire due to the former chairman's misconduct allegations coming to light. Although Brock ended up appearing on the show, we later learned that the reason for the walkout was as a result of Lesnar also being involved in the controversies surrounding McMahon.
Be a master.
At the start of 2001, Jerry Lawler and his wife, the Cat, were featured in the storyline with the right to censor. In the middle of the feud, the Cat was abruptly released from the WWF after the creative said she was hard to work with.
Oh, Mike, would you do me a favor and just tell him to call me back later? I'm kind of busy right now.
This came as news to many, including the King, who following discussions with both JR and Vince McMahon, chose to quit the company in solidarity with his wife.
Tuesday night, the Cat unreleased by the company Jerry the King Lawler walked out right alongside with her.
I said, well, what's the reason? What did she do? And Vince said, I really don't know. He said, not my decision. And I said, not your decision? Well, whose decision is it? He said, I guess creative.
Usually when someone has a bad attitude or something's wrong in the company, they'll call them aside and pull them in their talent relations room and talk to them. Nothing has happened like that.
Damn.
I said, JR, I don't believe this. You know, there's something more to it than this. And he said, well, that's just all Vince told me. And he said, I was just wondering if you could tell her.
Then she would ask the logic behind something that she was going to do. If you're a good producer, you got no problem with talent asking questions because you can explain it and sell it to them. But in any event, they lost patience.
It was just a short time later that Lawler would learn his wife was having an affair with another man.
I want to get naked!
This caused King to end their relationship. Shortly after, Lawler was asked to come back by WWF and made his return the night after Survivor Series 2001.
But tonight with Trish Stratus and Stacey Keebler in the front, beating back and the King's back. All that's right with the world.
In 2021, Jeff
Best commentary.
point of the WWE totem pole he'd ever been as a single star. And with Matt Hardy enjoying a featured weekly presence in rival promotion All Elite Wrestling, fans were calling for Jeff to reunite with his brother and join him in AEW. However, Jeff was still under contract until the end of 2022. But after he walked out of a tag match during a house show, many questioned if Jeff's days with WWE were numbered.
It was one of the smartest things I've ever done because everything worked out so perfectly.
Some feared Jeff had relapsed after a period of sobriety. Jeff denied these claims and insinuated that he walked out on the match because he was ready to leave the company. WWE, who had feared he'd relapsed, asked Jeff to enter rehab, but after he refused, Jeff was granted his release. Then after learning Jeff had passed the test, the company offered him a return, including a place in the Hall of Fame. Hardy refused and instead signed for AEW. Fans have speculated
I don't know. I say Hardy in my top 10 too. My top. I'm gonna have to say when I left at Undertaker. I'm gonna say Batista. I'm gonna say Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy for 7. 8 is Mark Henry. 9 Kane. 10 is I'm gonna say my 10th one.
that Jeff walked out of the tag team match on purpose in an attempt to get fired. Next, we have an example of 4 wrestlers who walked out on another company to join the World Wrestling Federation. We're talking about when the Radicals jumped to the WWF in 2000. The men were a part of a syndicate of wrestlers that were unhappy with their positions in WCW and wanted out.
Weren't happy with that structure. They totally.
Not only that, Eddie Guerrero, man. And Chris Benoit.
This group also included Rey Mysterio, Conan, and
Conan!
However, the WWF were not interested
Conan,
in those three.
You know Conan, you know.
Benoit and Malenko, on the other hand, were eventually granted their releases, but only after an incident between Benoit and WCW agent Mike Graham forced this to happen.
So Mike said, oh, fuck you guys, I'll stab every one of you. He threatened us. I called Time Warner. She said that they were supplying an unsafe work environment for all of us, and we made it to a big fucking deal where they had no choice but to let us go.
Benoit didn't trust Graham because he was good friends with Kevin Sullivan, and there was heat between Sullivan and Chris due to Benoit getting with Kevin's then wife, Nancy.
Because I'm Kevin's friend?
R.I.P. Miss Nancy too, man.
I said, I'll cut their fucking head off.
After being disillusioned with WWE's creative for years while also being riddled with injuries, Ryback was adamant about not re-signing with the company in 2016. In his final months, the big guy clashed with the higher-ups. He was upset over the pay structure and didn't want the company to have control of his social media. Ryback was completely checked out by the end. Fans could tell this by how he taunted extra by taking his news on screen.
I'm sorry. Piece of shit. I'm sorry. Big crybaby. Big crybaby. Ryback remind me of another one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get canceled for this one. No, that bullshit. It's recommended a lot. Another one that I can say cannot wrestle but have all the petites too is fucking Goldberg. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. But Goldberg is our show, but his like when he get in the ring, like his performance is fucking terrible. Not gonna lie to you. To be a big guy, Brock Lesnar always been my favorite big guy. No Diddy. No Diddy! I said no Diddy, bro. I said no fucking Diddy. Y'all know what I meant, bro.
Ryback even got in Vince McMahon's face after Vince scolded the big guy for doing the Feed Me More tour despite being a heel.
I wanted to let my contract run out, and I was threatened. I was told they're going to job me out, pull me off TV, and fire me. I walked out. I told them to take me off their TV show. I was asked if I wanted to see Vince. I essentially said no, in not so nice words. Vince McMahon gets up out of his little chair in the gorilla position and was furious. And he comes marching over to me, in which he says to me, "Are you fucking stupid?" I literally get right back in his face, and I go, "No, are you fucking stupid?" Vince McMahon went back and sat down and put on his headset and didn't say a goddamn word to me. Business has been so shitty for so long because of one man, Vince McMahon. One man, his greed. And I promise you it won't be a good ending for him.
It was just a few weeks later that Ryback walked out for good. In 2017, Neville had reached his ceiling in WWE. He'd previously impressed as a member of Monday Night Raw.
I'm in here.
But upon doing all he could do in the Cruiserweight division, many expected him to return to wrestling as part of the main Raw brand. However, after being asked to lose a match to Enzo Amore for a second time, and with no plans laid out for the future, Neville felt that he had to quit then and there. Neville's previous opponent in the Cruiserweight division, Austin Aries, had felt the same.
Last time pausing, y'all. For those who are real wrestling fans like me and myself, I know how to predict. Like I brought up the Fatu thing, like the Samoan whole thing on this last video I did with wrestling flashbacks. My predictions about Samoan versus Samoan family. I see shit before it happened. And for those who are real wrestling fans, Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, when they first showed Drew McIntyre getting ready and shit before the match started, and they showed Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins was looking at that motherfucking title. He was just staring at that bitch. He was already sad. You could tell that you could tell what the answer, you could tell that he was gonna lose. You could tell that, you could tell that he was already gonna, it been decided that he was gonna lose. You could tell that. You could definitely tell before when they come out to the ring. Damn sure they showing like the backstage footage before they come out. You could damn sure you could fucking tell. I'm sorry. I know I can.
And creative frustrations in the months prior, which resulted in his exit. However, unlike Aries, Neville was not granted
Aries.
Neville remained under contract in August 2018, which was when he officially left the company. A whole 10 months after he'd initially walked out, a battered and creatively stifled CM Punk was on course for danger prior to his WWE departure in 2014. He was upset about being snubbed in the main event of WrestleMania and prevented from getting movie roles, sponsorship deals, and appearances by the company, while other wrestlers were given them instead. Not to mention the bad creative and being made to wrestle while hurt, sick, and in a bad state of mind. Punk was miserable and had to leave before something even more serious occurred.
Look, those ads with those celebrities, they are deep fakes. They're not real. They're not real.
Let's shut your black ass.
Empty wallet on a date night?
Friendly fire.
The WWE doesn't do anything to protect the wrestlers. They do things to protect themselves. If I didn't leave and walk out, I would be dead. I was sick and I was hurt and I was messed up.
Punk's departure and subsequent lawsuits that came from it forced some big changes within the company, such as talent being allowed more time off, especially when hurt or in poor mental state. In 1995, Jeff Jarrett was in the midst of his run as a country to be revealed that it was actually Cody that was singing songs all over.
You ain't getting hell no. Hell no.
We're going over the.
I know you, Jeff.
Vince, can we reconsider this? I really don't think we should do this. No, you really didn't even give me the time of day. I don't want to do this angle at all.
Matter of fact, I think it's very detrimental to my career. So much so, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to go home with no plan in place.
Why give them the angle to cause further confusion? The end of the story is Double J losing the belt to Shawn.
I just literally left because Jeff was. I just went with him because I was stupid.
Double J felt it was too early to do the breakup and didn't want to stay if it meant that was the direction. Brian James agreed and left in support of Jeff. Jarrett returned later in the year for a month, only to leave again.
But you told him, like, I'm injured now, I'm going to stay home and I'm not coming back for the rest of the contract. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
He sat out the rest of his contract and signed for WCW in October 1996. On the May 16, 2022 edition of Raw, Women's Tag Team Champions at the time, Naomi and Sasha Banks, walked out during the show due to creative issues. WWE released an official statement regarding the incident and subsequently stripped both competitors of their titles. The company also addressed the events on both Raw and SmackDown of that week.
Sasha Banks and Naomi let us all down.
Not gonna lie. No, Michael. But I love how when Vince, you can see the difference in from when Vince and shit had the, when Vince in charge to Triple H. But hold on, I'm explaining after this video.
Their actions disappointed millions of WWE fans. They have been suspended indefinitely.
Naomi and Sasha would officially exit the company once their contracts expired. Naomi joined Impact before returning to WWE in 2024.
I was so happy, I ain't gonna lie.
While Banks wrestled in Japan for a bit and then signed for
AEW. Yeah, I seen that.
Be sure to check out a similar video.
But you can tell, wrestling flashbacks, man. Thank you for this awesome video. This video was awesome, man. Not gonna lie to you. I ran my mouth through the whole video, but you could tell the difference between Vince and Triple H. Vince didn't let that many female. But growing up, it wasn't that many female matches back in the day. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was like one match every Monday and Friday. And back then, wrestling came on Mondays 2 hours. Now 2 hours. Now it's 3 hours, but it came on 2 hours back then. So females didn't have one match. Now they be having two matches. Now doing it, you know what I'm saying? It do two matches, and you know what I'm saying? They be having more spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Now they be in main events now. Main event wrestling, man, is steel cage matches, Royal Rumbles. It is one of the city females. You feel me? Out there like that, and these females show Jade Cargill, Naomi, y'all know what I'm trying to say. My girl, Bianca. But give you a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. See y'all when I see y'all. Make sure y'all give you a thumbs up. I think I said that already. I'm high. Yeah. And make sure y'all go vote on the poll for the 420. I know I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just, I'm just doing a poll, just doing it. But let me know what video y'all want me to react to. Like what song, what songs do y'all want me to react to the 420? Let me know. That being said, see you when I see y'all. Let's ride. Peace.